It looks to me like the worst kept secret in gaming is finally going to be revealed this week, more than likely, and I do think that that's worth a sub as I try my hardest to hit 100,000 subscribers. With your like, your help, and your sub, I just know that I can get there, so thank you so much for that. And now, what am I talking about? Well, a leak 4 years in the making for a Final Fantasy IX remake. This all started back in September of 2021, whenever the Nvidia leak came out, and we're still waiting on 2 games from that Nvidia leak, the Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster and the Final Fantasy IX Remake. And we've heard about it, we know that it's happening, everything else from this remake came out, but yeah, we're still waiting on that. Then, over in 2023 in June, we got a journalist, Jeff Grubb, going on a show and saying, hey, this remake is real and it is happening. He claimed that the Final Fantasy IX mentioned in the Nvidia leak was not a mistake. Grubb stated the following: I will say I heard it very recently, once again, the Final Fantasy IX remake is real, that it is real and it is happening. So yeah, we heard it from journalists as well. Then, a year later, let's just go through the entire Final Fantasy IX timeline right now. A year later, in March of 2024, the Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail expansion hit, which you're like, okay, well, what does Final Fantasy XIV have to do with Final Fantasy IX? Well, all the Final Fantasy IX themed items. Naoki Yoshida actually said, you may have noticed a lot of Final Fantasy IX references here, but the reason for that, it's a secret! Huh, I wonder what the secret is. Huh, what a freaking mystery. Like, yeah. And then the article goes on to say, Gamatsu understands that a remake of Final Fantasy IX is currently in development. Yeah, I think that everybody under the sun currently understands that a remake of Final Fantasy IX is under development. Yeah, there was all sorts of different cute Final Fantasy IX stuff, from the airship to Garnet to Zydan to all these other different things in Dawn Trail. So we thought, okay, well, Final Fantasy IX's right around the corner, you know, that was 2024, but here we are in 2025. So yeah, 4 years in the making. And a Final Fantasy IX 25th anniversary website just launched, celebrating 25 years on its release date of July 7th, 2025. Calling it right now. Calling it right now. This remake will be releasing on July 7th. I think that this has been in development since well before 2021. I think that this thing is ready to go, and I don't think they're going to shadow drop it. Like, this isn't going to be a Saga Frontier 2 shadow drop like they did just the other day. This is going to be, you know, an announced thing, but we're just going to have to wait till April 2nd. I think they're going to use the Switch 2 showcase in order to do that. So right now, they haven't said the game is coming, but they say that they are preparing various projects. So various projects, kind of like the Chrono Trigger thing that just happened. Oh, we're preparing various projects for its 30th anniversary. Those projects won't be a game, you know, it might be this little doodad or this and the other, but various projects, yeah, it's gonna be a game, you know? So it says various projects including goods and collaborations to commemorate the 25th anniversary, starting off with the following announcements. It's gonna be a picture book of Vivi, Grandpa, and the Day of Departure, super cute. A anniversary lottery, collaboration glasses, some more official goods, and an anniversary vinyl called The Timeless Tale. So yeah, a lot of really cute stuff right there. They're advertising it. They put out an advertising blast on Facebook and on Twitter and on the other social media sites and everything. So this is super exciting. I am, like, Final Fantasy IX's #1 fan. I loved it back in the day. It came out the year that I graduated out of high school. It was like the game that I played whenever I graduated, before like I went off to college. You know what I mean? It was like one of the last big games that I played at home before I moved out and moved into a dorm and everything. So it just has a lot of meaning to me, a lot of meaning in my heart. I really thoroughly enjoy Final Fantasy IX. It's a return to the classics. The crystals are back. You know, you have characters who are fun and lighthearted in their own job classes, which is great, because the last time we saw job classes in Final Fantasy was back in Final Fantasy IV. So to actually have these characters kind of locked in their own job classes, you know, we didn't get 5 in the West back then, so we had 6 where everybody could do everything, 7, 8, everybody could do everything, so it was kind of a return to form. Crystals are back, and they actually said, I remember in the advertisement, they said that this would be like the last true classic Final Fantasy before they like move on to, you know, what else they wanted to do with the series. And I don't know how well that moving on has paid off for them over the past 25 years. Maybe it is time to go back to the basics, back to the classics, like we talked about Final Fantasy 17, maybe go HD 2D. So yeah, this is just super exciting, quick video today. I just want to let you all know about it and see what your thoughts on this are too, because I am thrilled beyond belief about this. And I'm looking forward to Wednesday, and I'm totally expecting something to come out on the Switch 2 announcement on Wednesday. Let me know your thoughts about this, and have a good day.